Okay, I got the motor and transmission stuck back in. Got the transmission mount dead. I still got to weld it up. I got it tacked in there, but it's pretty much done. Working on the motor mounts now. I got the transmission, the motor exactly where I want it. I got it leveled up. I got the bottom plate motor mount bolted in. This goes here. What I got here, I got that number 9 wrapped around this centerpiece to hold it centered. Hold it centered till I get it welded up. And then after I get it welded up, I could take this apart, pull that out, wire out, and pour rubber in there to have a rubber mount. Okay, I got this bolted in. Just this piece, this is the last piece. You got to have, in order to make this where I can pull the engine out, back in, motor mount fits and all that. This is the way I build them. I got the motor exactly where I want it. And I got the bottom part of the mount, top part of the mount. So now all I got to do is put this in, get it in the right spot there, and weld her up. And then I can take the mount back out, pour the rubber in, let it sit 24 hours, then a motor mount will be done. So yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, I got the motor mounts welded up here, pouring them. That's here got a leak in the bottom. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Got to get this centerpiece centered. Got to get that centered. See if the leak stops. I think I got it stopped. If the level starts going down, we know we still got leak down there. But I think I got it stopped now. Yeah, motor mounts. Got the rubber poured, got them centered up. 24 hours, they'll be ready to install. Yeah, I got them poured. You can see this one sprung a leak. Had to keep adding some to it till it set up, quit leaking. But yeah, I clean that up, that'll be fine. Couple things in here. Yeah, I got the tank, and I made this mount. Got it welded in. So all I got to do is set the tank down in there. This here dash, I changed it up because this bottom bar was way down here, and I didn't like that because that would be a big old wide dash like for a military truck or an aircraft carrier or something. I wanted a hot rod dash, so I took the bottom bar out, bent it to match the top bar, and moved it up. So all I'm gonna have is like 3 or 4 little 2-inch gauges anyway. So yeah, I did that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild this. A couple things on that. I'm gonna have to rebuild this. If you look down in there, I don't know if you see it or not, but it's kind of like more or less a bushing, not a bearing, and it's got a little slack in it, and I don't like that. So I ordered 2 roller bearings. So if I build another one, I put a roller bearing on each end of this, and make this out of. I'm gonna twist up some number 9 wire, make it kind of match the steering wheel, or outside edge twisted wire, and make these out of twisted wires. So I'm gonna redo that. So yeah, I got the gas tank mounted. I got the mount in there, and I modified the dash. Got the transmission mounted, transmission mount built in. All I gotta do is finish welding it, got it tacked in, and got the motor mounts did. Okay, on the radiator fan thing, I got a 65 Mustang radiator I was going to use, which would probably be fine if I could put a fan on the motor so it'd get plenty of air through it. I don't know if it'd cool the motor with an electric fan. And I'm running kind of tight on room, so I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. So I bought a radiator, $145 for aluminum ratrod radiator. It's got a transmission cooler built in, all that good stuff. I got a short water pump. I got a short pulley for the bottom pulley. I already got a pulley for the top, and a little mini alternator. I just ordered all that, so probably another week or so we'll have all this in. We'll have a radiator and all that good stuff. We're gonna have electric. Yeah, I ordered 16 high, 3,000 CFM electric fan. And who knows, when I put this short water pump and get the radiator in there, I may be able to put a fan on the water pump. I don't know yet. I don't think so though. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. I guess I could have made the car longer, but I didn't want it longer, so we're gonna make this work. Yeah, that's where we at. Yeah, I see one of my subscribers checking out these Doyle tools from Harbor Freight, so I picked me up a pair of pliers and a pair of channel eyes. Seem to be fine, good stuff. I got the motor mounts. I got all the rubber scraped up. They're still setting up, but they good enough to cure overnight. Notice the inside sticks out just a little bit on each side. You got to have that, so when you clamp that bolt tight, it just catches the inside piece. The outside is still free to move. That's the way all the bushings on the rear suspension, everything. That's the way you do these. See, that one's the same way. Yeah, that. Okay. Got the fuel tank mounted. Got it in there. So that's what it looks like in the car. Of course, I didn't show you the dash modifications. Moving right along. Got a couple of Driveshaft. This one's out of a Ford Explorer, which this end goes to the rear end of the car. And this one fits on the transmission. I don't even know what this Driveshaft's out of. I'm trying to find out. It's got a number here. I got that number wrote down. I'm gonna go in and do some research, see if I can find out exactly what that come out of. It's got these weird U-joints. It's got little plastic dowels, and I don't know what that's for. No clips on the outside. No clips on the inside. So But anyway, the yoke fits the transmission. If I could figure out how that U-joint, how to change that U-joint, what holds it together. Anybody knows anything about that, let me know. Give me a comment. What is that? A little plastic dowel. No clips, inside or out, no clips. I don't know, it might be just pressed together. But yeah, that's where we're at. So now I'm almost ready to make a drive shaft so I can finish this tunnel. Well, I don't have to have a drive shaft to finish the tunnel, but if I got everything I need to make a drive shaft, I might as well go ahead and make one. Alright, that's where we're at. Appreciate you.